welcome to another 3D paper craft video. This is Liz Holloway from Liz Holloway Design. In this video, I'm going to show you how to assemble this Sublime trailer. It fits 3x3 cards with envelopes and gift card. To start assembling, cut out all your pieces and arrange the pieces like I have here. Here I am using the basic gray cardstock. Here is the bottom piece, and the opening must match the door and the two strips on the side. The longer piece on the left side and on the shorter piece on the right side. Now I have already added double-sided tapes to all the tabs, but you can stop the video whenever you want and catch up. I'm using double-sided tape instead of glue because you are curving the top and you want it to secure it into place without having the fuss of holding the glue into place and letting it dry. I found that this was a lot easier than using glue, and it just gives a much cleaner look. So what we're going to do is start off with the bottom piece, and you're going to remove the protective strip on both sides. Then secure the side pieces together, aligning the straight edge to the fold edge. And then on the reverse side, as you can see, I have already added tape, but you can stop the video now and add your double-sided tape across the whole strip and notch out the connecting areas. I am using Suede tape until I get my tear tape from Stampin' Up, which is anytime soon, but you can use whatever medium you want. I'm starting off where the door is, the side panel, and I want to make sure that the side panel is secured into place, aligning the straight edge to the fold line, and then that will make sure that everything is lined up. And then with that strip, what you're going to do is remove the protective strip piece, and then taking your scissors to notch the edges out, just cutting it right to the fold line and close together, and then this will help you give you some guidance for the curve. I didn't use the electronic cutter to notch it out automatically. The scissors was a lot easier and faster. And so once you have that all trimmed out, what you're going to do is you're going to follow that straight edge and aligning the edge to the fold line. Once your side panels is in place, take your bone folder and follow the curve line just to make sure that all the tabs are secured down. So if you haven't already done so, in the earlier video about placing the other side down, here I am securing my other side piece and making sure that it is the direction as your other side before you glue it, and then again notching out the strip and then adhering it to the other side. For the bottom, you just need to notch out a small piece on both sides. Once that is done, secure the decorative strips with glue or double-sided tape. My decorative pieces, I've used the silver foil from Stampin' Up. If you want, you can use any cardstocks you would like, whatever your preference is, and also you can emboss the strip before gluing these pieces on. I left my strips shiny just because I didn't even think about it at the time when I was creating this, but it's up to you, your choice. Now I am bringing in my prototype, and what I have done was that I didn't want my my foil shiny. I scratched it up with this block sander, and it made the trailer well used. For this video, I decided I wanted to emboss my sides with Stampin' Up stripe embossing folder. I also wanted to make my door very different from the trailer, so I'm cutting the door off when you are cutting the decorative piece with your electronic cutter, you don't have to cut the door off just because it's already cut out for you. But if you are doing this manually and cutting all the pieces out, then yes, you will have to cut this out for yourself. So what I'm going to do, I'll be right back. I'm going to emboss the two sides together. And what you want to do is align the wrong side together and emboss both pieces at once so that you have the same lines on the other side. If you want to add a window sheet, this is the time to do it now, and just use any remnant pieces. And then what you're going to do is then glue it in place and then cut out the excess piece. If you want, also, you can also add a curtain with just any remnants ribbon before securing the decorative side. You will see later on that I've used washi tape, and I decided to remove it. It was not appealing to my eyes, and I left it as is without a curtain on. I'm adding the back side, and you can see that the back's got the window and the door impression, but it doesn't really matter. It's okay. And then you can also see that the washi tape is on the other side, and like I said, I didn't like the washi tape, so I decided to take that off. And I'm just, using my paper piercer and removing it carefully without removing the whole project or starting all over. My door piece is embossed with the same stripe embossing folder, but instead of the stripes going horizontal, I just turned the foil cardstock 45 degrees to give it another look. Then I realized that when I was creating this video, I didn't realize that the stripe embossing folder is no longer available to purchase, but you can use the stylish stripe embossing folder or whatever embossing folder you have on hand. For the backlights of the trailer, I took the rhinestone basic jewel and then colored 2 large rhinestones with red Sharpie marker. Any alcohol ink will also work too. It doesn't have to be Sharpie markers, it doesn't have to be Copic markers or even the blendabilities. Whatever alcohol ink or pen you have on hand. And then for the reverse lights, I just left it as is and place it into place. For the wheels, I used 3/4 inch circle punch and punched 2 circles out of the silver foil. And then using the 1 1/4 inch circle punch and punching 6 circles in basic black cardstock. So what I'm going to do is going to stack 3 basic black circles together to build the wheel, and then the 3/4 inch silver circle. Then once that is done, add it to your project and repeat on the other side. The next step is to add your little frame, and which goes right over the silver decorative piece, and you can use glue, and we are actually getting a fine liner glue that's coming out in September, so stay tuned for that as well. Now you can hear the background music is turned on, and that means that my video is coming to an end. For products that I have talked about, you can find them below on my YouTube description, or you can go to my blog at lizhollowaydesign.blogspot.ca. I will also add a link to the bottom of my YouTube where you can find the pattern. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube, hit the subscribe button now. You can also follow me at Facebook pages at Canadian Paper Craft Card Scrapbook or Liz Holloway Design. I am also on Instagram and Twitter. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope that I have inspired you. The 3 cards in my Sublime trailer are as follows, and they are all interactive. The first card is the shaker card, and using the submarine, and I made the card like a porthole. The second card is the Thanks Mr. Crab, and you can see that when I move his claw, the hat tips. The hat is from the Guy Greeting stamp set. And lastly, Hello Mr. Frog. He is on an action spring to make him hot. The sub-trailer and the 3 cards are available for purchase, and I will also link that at the bottom of my YouTube.